Hello, land seekers. Hope you're doing well. Guess what? Tonight I've got 47 properties. 47! Yes, that's a lot of properties. All to go over with you tonight. And all of these are properties that you can get with owner financing. That's seller financing. I'll explain that in 1 second. I'm Scott from landmodo.com, and this channel is dedicated to helping you make your land ownership dreams a reality today. So you don't have to delay it any further. Now, let me help you. Here's the deal. All of the properties that you're going to see here tonight, they're all available on landmodo.com. And Landmodo is a land listing platform that helps you or connects you directly to the seller of these properties. These sellers are offering these properties with owner financed land. What does that mean? It means instead of having to run down to the bank and get a loan and qualify and all that other stuff, guess what? The sellers will offer to finance these properties for you with low down payments, low monthly payments, something you can afford, less than a car payment in most cases. And with that, we're going to go through these properties tonight. Now, two things before I get going. Number one, if you don't see a state or an area that you're looking at, no worries. Head over to landmodo.com. It's the name of this channel, landmodo.com. You can go over there and search by state. The other thing you can do is every week we have new properties that are available to you. And one more thing before I get going. I know I said 2, but now it's 3. Tonight you might hear me talk about buckets. Bucket 1, bucket 2, bucket 3, bucket 4. The buckets, I've described them down below, so you can get more details on there if you're new and you're like, what is he talking about? In the description. And with that, let's get going tonight with our first property. Our first property tonight. By the way, just a heads up, I'm teasing it yet again. I don't have Arkansas in this deck tonight, but I will have Arkansas land next week for you. Stay tuned for that one. Here we go. First property tonight this one is in Apache County, Arizona. It's a 1.42 acre property. The entire purchase price, the entire thing is $3,800. 100 down, 80 a month for 48 months. Now, here's the deal. Check this out. I'm going to make life super, super easy for you. Here's the deal. First of all, you'll notice that right here, it says lmodo.ws. If you just type this lmodo.ws, you're going to be like, this thing doesn't even go anywhere. Yeah, because it's not meant to. You got to type in this whole thing right here. lmodo.ws/172473. You type that into your browser and it will take you to this property where you can read the description, learn more about it, everything. Contact the seller directly from there. Phone numbers on there. If they have a website, websites on there, all right from that link. One more thing. Maybe you're cool and fancy and you got a phone. Hold on, I got my phone. Here we go. You got a phone like this. Grab the phone, break out the camera. Okay, turn on the camera here. So you see I got the camera on right here. And guess what? I can hold that up to the screen. Like I can go right there to that thing. Boom. Okay, and it pops up and says, you want to open that link? And I go, yeah, I want to open that link. Check this out. It takes you directly to the website right there. So from your phone, just grab that screen right there and go learn more about the property. Taxes, everything more. And if you have more questions on top of that, contact the seller. That's the easiest way to do this thing. Making life easy for you. All right, here we go. That's our first property tonight. And if you look at it, let me go back to it and look at it because I kind of brushed over a few things I wanted to talk about. If you look at this property, first of all, you'll notice that this property is off of Route 66. Okay, so off of Route 66 near the Petrified Forest. This is going to be ideally, it's probably going to be a bucket 3 or a bucket 4 property. Bucket 3, you're looking for something that you can camp on. Boom, there you go. Bucket 4, you're looking for something to hold long term. Because why? Because the investment market is crazy. This thing will hold on because land is a hedge against inflation. You hear about it all the time. But think about this one for a second. As you look at this property, let's just say bucket 3, you're looking for a campground, something recreational, or you want to hold on this property for a long term. This property, as I said, is right off of Route 66, old Route 66. You'll notice that the interstate's there on the north side. And I got to tell you, these properties, I know for a fact because I bought some in this particular subdivision not too long ago, a few years ago. I'll tell you what, these properties used to go for around, they used to go for around $1,200 to $1,300. You see them at $3,800. And that just kind of shows you the increase in the cost that's taking place right now. So when's the best time to buy real estate? 20 years ago. When's the second best time? Today. So what do? You want to learn more about this property? No worries. Head over to that short code on the bottom, elmoto.ws/172-473. And we are going to move on to our next property tonight, also in Apache. And this is 2.12 acres, 13,000 the asking price. This is going to be a buildable lot, 2.13 acres, okay, near Sholo Pines, 700 down, 173 a month for 81 months. What do? You want to learn more about it? Did I say 81 months? No, 72 months. Jeez. 173.81 for 72 months. Want to learn more about it? Use elmoto.ws/173-447. Moving on. Let's go look at this one. All right, here we go. This is a picture that was taken near the property, so not on the property. This is a 1 acre property, $27.99 with zero down. That's right, zero down. Means you have $0 in your pocket. You can own this thing or start buying it, right? Think about that. You can't get that deal from a bank. No way, no siree. All right, zero down, $99 a month for 36 months. Now, here's the thing. You know, this $100 bill, this thing right here, it used to buy a lot. Seriously, think about that. It used to buy a lot. Today, it doesn't buy as much as it used to. It's called inflation. But think about this for 1 second. What you can do with this per month. You just have this per month. Guess what you're buying? You're buying something that is an asset, something that will not go down to zero. It's an asset that you own. And with that, this is going to be something that you can own long term. It doesn't go to zero, I promise you. Land will never go to zero. It can't. There's only a limited amount of land available. Look, I live in Florida. Okay, I live in Florida, and there's an area that I like to go to. It's in Southwest Florida. It's an area around Naples, Marco Island. It's actually an area called Cape Romano. Google it, Cape Romano. And if you really want to see something cool, Google Cape Romano dome houses. Seriously, it's like they're like these UFO domes from back in the day. Cape Romano dome houses. Even if you don't even know what I'm talking about and you don't care, go check it out. Learn something new. Now, here's the thing about these properties, these dome houses. The guy built them in the 80s to be hurricane proof. He bought this land, and you know what? The houses were on the shore, and today they're in the water because of erosion and all the other stuff, right? Well, in that whole area there, there are individual parcels that are still there. Like on the parcel map, on the county assessor's office, the parcels are still there. They're underwater, but they're still there. They're still owned by people. There are people still selling these things that are underwater, and they're getting it. How and why, I have no idea. They're like, your land is underwater, seriously. It's still not zero. It's still not zero. People are still cashing out on these things. Go figure that. So again, that's why I'm a big believer in land, and I think that if you've been watching this channel for any time, I am sure you are too, and appreciate you being here. All right, with that, let's go over and let's look at our next property tonight. This one is a 1 acre property in Apache on a paved road. Check that out, on a paved road. And in that picture there at the very bottom, you can see the paved road. And that's sometimes rare to find. Apache County, paved road, 1 acre, 5,900 with $499 down, $125 a month for 60 months. Want to learn more about it? Go over to elmoto.ws/173-826. All right, moving on. Let's go over to this one. This one is also in Apache near Concho, Apache, quarter acre lot. All right. This one is by Matt. All right, Matthew Nunn. I know him. All right, quarter acre lot, 0.27 acres. Look at the cash price, less than $1,000, or $59 down and $58 a month for 48 months. You choose. All right, easy, owner finance, no credit check. That's right, no credit check. Notice that that barcode down there is covering up, but it does say camping, mobile homes, and tiny houses. Houses, barns, garages, sheds. Want to learn more about it? Scan that barcode over there or go to elmodo.ws/151-603. Moving on, let's go to this one. This one's in Apache County, 1 acre property, a great campable lot, 1 acre. $54.99 is the cash price with $125 down, $125 a month for 48 months. You can learn more about this one, see if it's a good fit for you and your family by going over to elmodo.ws/173-020. Man, we covered a nice amount there, but guess what? We are not done. We have more in Apache County because we got a lot of Arizona properties tonight. Here we go. Crypto got you down? No problem. This one grows green. Sage. It grows sage. Okay. All right. 1.15 acres. $86.85. Entire purchase price is less than $10,000 with $99 down and $199 a month for 48 months. Want to learn more about this one? Head over to elmodo.ws/173-372. Make your land ownership dreams a reality on this one. All right. Yeah, I see what you guys... You don't like crypto. Some of you don't like crypto. I get it. Some of you like crypto. Okay, cool. Crypto's down. Not this thing. Not this thing. All right, here we go. Moving on to the next one. This one is also in Apache. Okay, so this one in Apache, 1.76 acres in Apache. Awesome. Absolute awesome American asset. Yeah, it's called land. Why buy American when you can own America? 1.76 acres, $64.99 with $135 down and $135 a month for 52 months. All right, how you learn more about it? elmodo.ws/174-541. All right, here we go. Off we go again. Still in Apache. Lots of land in Apache tonight. 1.23 acres with $6,500 down, $64.99 down. Cash price $64.99. with $399 down and $150 a month for 48 months. Nice bucket 3, bucket 4 property there. Head over to elmodo.ws/174-550. All right, check this one out. Another Apache County property, 0 down. $27.50 is the entire purchase price. $27.50, 0 down, $99 down, $99 a month for 36 months. It's all yours, baby. They can't take it away from you. There you go. elmodo.ws/172-047. All right, let's go. Changing counties now. Southern Arizona, Cochise, Arizona, 0.86 acres with $48.50 is the cash price. $4,852, $25 down, $99 a month for 48 months. Look, I've talked about this before, but I'm serious. Go to the grocery store. Go to the grocery store and see what you can buy for $25. It's not much. I'm telling you, it's not much. But for $25 in your pocket, $25 in your hand, you can start owning land. You might be like, well, dude, I'm not looking for Arizona. Okay, all right, no problem. Go to the website and see what other states there are. But don't forget that bucket 4. Think about that for a second. Bucket 4, start buying assets. There's a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. It was like written in like 99, 2000, something like that. So it's a best-selling book if you haven't read it. I highly recommend that you read it. But in that book, the author, his name is Robert Kiyosaki, he talks about what the wealthy do versus what the poor and middle class do. And one of the things that he says is that the wealthy buy assets. Look, here you go. Land is the simplest asset to buy. It seriously is. Like, it's there. It's the easiest asset. You can start buying land in this case for $25 down and $99 a month for 48 months. What do? Head over to elmodo.ws/136-445 or scan that barcode on the bottom and start learning more about that one today. Here we go. Moving on. This one is also in Cochise. All right, 0.6 acres. Did I miss one there? No, I didn't. 0.6 acres in Cochise, $50 a month. So the entire purchase price for this 0.6 acres is $1,400 with $150 down, $50 a month for 30 months. head over to elmoto.ws/173928 to learn more about that one. All right, let's see. This one, 2 lots are better than 1 with $199 down. So this is a buildable lot. You got 2 lots here. So they're the total combined of the 2 lots is going to be 2.31 acres. Asking price on these 2 lots together is $20,000 with $199 down and $350 a month for 48 months. All right, head over to elmoto.ws/166509 to learn more about that one. And look, here's the thing. I'm gonna watch what I do here. I'm gonna do something kind of cool. See, my team gave me like this scanner thing, scan-em-a-bob thing, and so all I gotta do is point it at that barcode. I'm gonna point at that barcode there, and there it goes. And when I do that, it takes me to the property, and I can learn more about it too, and you can as well. So head over there, take a look at it, see if that's a good fit for you. And with that, let's go on to our next property tonight. And here it is. This next property is 4 acres. It's actually 4.44 acres. Okay, so you have 4 properties side by side there. And the asking price on this thing, on these 4 lots, not 1 each, 4 lots, is $14,996 with $399 down and $399 a month. So basically, it's like $100 per month per lot. And you can start the ownership of owning 4 of them. And when you break that out, the entire purchase price there, when you break that out, let's call it $15,000 divided by 4. Well, that's like $3,750 a property, $3,750 per property because you got 4 of them there. Look, maybe a year from now, maybe the price goes up and you sell 1 of them. Boom. Maybe you make $1,000. Maybe 2 years from now, the price of the other 3 go up and you sell another one. Boom. Maybe you make $2,000. So now basically 1 is free, right? You made $3,000 profit on that thing. Maybe in 3 years, you sell another one. Boop, sell the other one. Maybe that one now is up $3,000 from where you bought it. Now you're up $6,000. You made $6,000 profit. Think about that. If you bought them all for $3,800 each, and you just made a $6,000 profit, what happens to the cost of yours? Yours is now down even lower because think about it, someone else is buying your land for you. That's why I like when I see 2 or 3 or 4 of these things together, and because it's easy to do. Yeah, it's easy to do. Want to learn more about it? Head over to elmoto.ws/143416 and see if that is something that will work for you and for your objectives there. Here we go. This one is in Mojave. Need a lot with utilities. Yeah, who doesn't? 0.24 acres. Asking price on it is $7,500 with $150 down and $150 a month for 60 months. And look, this is obviously going to be in a buildable neighborhood, right? Like it's going to be a buildable lot. You see the other houses on there. It's not a huge property. It's a 0.24 acre property. But what do? You want to learn more about it? Head over there, take a look at it and see if that's a good fit for you. And we are now going to change slides again. We're going to stay in Mojave, 9 minutes from Interstate 40, 2.1 acres, power nearby. So 2.1 acres, asking price on this is $7,700 with $160 down and $160 a month for 55 months. Where is Mojave County, Arizona? It's simple. Guess where it is? Mojave County, Arizona is in. Well, if you're saying Arizona, I see what you're saying. I see what you're doing there. It's in Arizona, but it's outside of Las Vegas, right? Like it's just outside of Las Vegas by about an hour and a half. So you're not too far from civilization, honestly. And this area right here is an area that a lot of people like for that off the grid type of living. Okay. So I've talked about it before on this channel, but a guy I know would buy a property like this. He loved buying properties like this. And then he would go out and he would basically get like a storage container, put it in there, kind of cover it up. And, the guy started selling those things as off the grid bunkers and was making money off of these properties that I'm showing you here today. So again, I see a lot of the comments that talk about why would somebody want this, or people don't know. The reality is there's many different uses for land. And I always say, look, If it doesn't work for you, don't buy it, right? Like, I don't want you to buy something that doesn't work for you. What I want you to do is I want you to find a property that will work for you and take action on it, because you can do it. The other thing I like to say is, look, there's ways that maybe there's opportunities that you see here. Sometimes people will talk about glamping businesses, or there's different things, right? There's different purposes. So when I read these comments, I just shake my head sometimes, because I wonder, like, man, they're seeing just one thing. And a lot of times what people think is, oh, well, the only thing you can do with land is to live on it. And that's not the case. There's many different reasons why people buy land. And again, that's where the 4 buckets come in. So, think about what it is that you're trying to achieve. Think about what you're trying to accomplish in life, what journey you're on. And if these properties work for you, no problem. And look, I see the comments. I'm telling you, you guys talk about Arizona, you don't like Arizona. I start with it because it's next week I'll start with Arkansas. Next week we're gonna have an Arkansas property or two. So I know that's coming. So with that, let's keep moving. Let's keep moving and keep on grooving. Here we go. Mojave, yet again, luxury for how much? Yeah, this is a buildable lot in Mojave. So gonna be a 0.22 acre property. So again, it's in a neighborhood. 0.22 acre property, and it is going to be $79.99 with $499 down and $149 a month. All right, moving on. This one's in Santa Cruz, Arizona. It is also on a paved road, 1 acre. Santa Cruz, Arizona, $8,900 for this 1 acre property. Whoa, what happened here? Sorry, I hit the wrong button. Let me go back to it. There we go. I want to give it its due cause. $8,900 with $2,225 down and $92 a month for 72 months. All right, let's go take a look at this one. Let's talk about this one for a second. So in this one, let me bring up this this screen right here so we can look at it on the website. Wow, that doesn't look the way I want it to. There we go. All right, so here we go. We're looking at this thing. And you'll see, like, here's some of the pictures of the property, paved road, nice mountain view in there. Okay. Yeah, Arizona's got some great mountains. All right, so there we go with that one. Let's go. Okay, $170 a month. We kind of talked about that. We talked about location, everything, what's nearby. Cash price, owner financing, example. So this thing says example. The owner financing is 25% down. Now, the reason I wanted to bring this one up and show you is because this is, when you look at the previous slide there where it talked about the down payment, yeah, that was 25% down. But here's some different breakdowns, right? So like you can kind of customize the package for you. And what's cool about this is while I don't love the 25% down, the owner's just simply using that as an example to show you what's possible in terms of pricing. However, what you could do is you could come right here and click this button and contact them, or this is where you'd hit their website, or you could also contact them by phone. And basically what you would do is you would come in here and be able to contact them. But like I said, I don't love it when it's 25% down. I don't like that idea. And the reason I don't like it is this. Here's what I don't like about it. So a lot of times people misunderstand what I'm saying. What I don't like about the 25% down is this. If you look at that number, 22, 25 down, that might freak you out. You go, I don't have that amount of money. Okay. But the problem is, or the opportunity is that the seller there is willing to work with you. So he may or may not be able to come off of that number. I don't know, because it's not me, it's somebody else. However, I would reach out to them. I wouldn't let any number that you see on here stop you. If there's a property that you're interested in, no matter what the bucket, if there's a property you're interested in, reach out to the seller, talk to them. See what they can do on the down payment. It either works or it doesn't work. And rest assured of one thing. Here's what I promise you. I'll be back next Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern time with more properties. So if you don't see it tonight, no worries. We got more coming, right? Every week. Arkansas. Did I mention Arkansas next week? Yeah, it's coming. All right, here we go. Moving on now. Yavapai, Arizona. Buildable lot in Yavapai, 0.36 acre property. Look at the incredible deal on this one. Now, the cash price on it is $21,000, all right? However, look at the down payment, $49. $49! So think about this one for a minute. You go down to a bank. First of all, the bank won't do a mortgage for less than $50,000. It's just their cost of business. You can go fact check me on that. If you find a bank that will do a mortgage for less than $50,000, let me know, because I'll spread the word, because every bank I've ever talked to said no deal. So, because you got to get a mortgage. You got to get a mortgage on real estate, unless you do a signature loan, personal loan, whatever. If you're wanting a real estate loan, then they're going to want $50,000. So first of all, you couldn't even get a mortgage on this thing. Second, here's the deal. They're going to tell you, okay, well, the land is $20,000. Let's pretend that you could do it. It's $20,000. So we need 20% down. Well, 20% down on $20,000 is $4,000. $4,000. What's the down payment on this one? $49 with $399 down. $49 down and $399 a month for 58 months. Learn more about this one and Jim at lmoto.ws/173954. 173954. All right. Moving on to our next property night. I think we're changing states here. We're changing states. So let me do this. Check this out, because I didn't show this to you earlier. Here's the state list that we have for tonight. Arizona is done. It's in the bag. Moving on to California. I was in California last week. Check this out. I'm in Southern California. I'm in like Ontario, California, Riverside. I land at the airport. Guess what I see? I see mountains. Duh, California's got mountains. I see snow on top of the mountains. I'm like, what? I didn't know. Look, call me naive. I don't know. I didn't know that Southern California, right outside of Los Angeles, is going to have snow on the mountains up there in the wintertime. I've never been there in the wintertime. But look at this one. This one is in Kern County in Mojave, Arizona. Okay, it's a 0.12 acre property, $54.99 with $2,000 down and $100 a month for 60 months. Okay, I want to go look at this one real fast. I want to stop. There's something that I see that I want to go check out, right? So let me go check this thing out here. Here we go. It's coming up. So off the grid living. All right. So off the grid lifestyle here. I want to share this with you. So we have an off the grid property here in Mojave, Arizona, in Kern County, right? Let's go look at some of the pictures on here. So we got these pictures here. So look, you got off the grid, self-sufficient, terrain suitable for farming, grazing, mobile home. All right. Okay, so there you go. Look at that, heavily discounted. And when you look at the property on there, you got a nice buildable lot. And look, you're not out there alone, right? Because there's a couple other people out there, and it's like peace and quiet. And there you go. So if you wanted to learn more about this one, you could use a shortcut I just gave you, which is lmoto.ws/144773. Okay, but this one again is $100 per month, and you've got no HOAs, which is a good deal. And you'll see, like in this case, it's asking for $2,000 down. Now, you should contact the seller. If you don't have $2,000, you should still contact the seller and say, hey, I don't have the $2,000. What can I do? So again, I already talked about the down payments. But again, just because you see a number on there, there's flexibility in there. Reach out to the seller, see what they can do, and see if it's a good match for you. All right, that's what my advice to you is. And with that, guess what we're doing? Yet again, we're going to be heading over to a different state tonight. Heading over to the state of Colorado. You guys missing those election graphics? That was a whole different slide set. So if you have forgotten about those, I was just missing them here for a second. Here we go, moving over to Costilla, Colorado okay, so you got a 5-acre property there. The entire 5 acres is $8,000, $79.99, with $99 down, $99 a month for 124 months. Want to learn more about it? Use lmoto.ws/121399. All right, guess what? We're going on to another one here. 6 acres. We have a 6-acre property in 6.23 acres. This one is going to be up in the mountains in Costilla. This, I believe, would be in the SDCR area. SDCR is the Santa de Cristo Ranches. All right, so you got a asking price on it of $28,000 with $309 down and $309 a month for 84 months. Scan that barcode over there to learn more about it, or head over to elmoto.ws/118996. All right, let's go to the next one here. Next one is also in Costilla, because we got a lot of them in Costilla tonight. This one, the asking price on it of the entire 5 acres is $7,500 with $200 down and $150 a month for 50 months. This one can be found at elmoto.ws/129596. Okay, moving on to the next one. This is a 5-acre property in Park County, Colorado, 5 acres. Asking price on it is $15,999 with $2,000 down and $455 a month for 60 months. elmoto.ws/174926. Look, we do not see a lot of properties that stick in Park County. We really don't. We see properties in Park County and they go. So whenever I see a property in Park County, I'm like, whoa, this one probably won't last too long, because it's a very popular area there. Really, it seriously is. So again, if you want to learn more about this one, head over there, take a look at it. I was gonna see real fast if I could pull up and maybe share with you guys another few more pictures on this one. So let me pull this thing up real fast and I'll pull up the website. Here comes the website right here. And well, let's see. Here's a picture of the property. There's that one. Man, that looks like the Microsoft Windows background or wallpaper for a while. That's like what that one was. Check out this picture though. This thing is incredible. That is just beautiful land right there. 5 acres for $15,000. Man, that looks peace and quiet out there. I'm sure we'll have some haters, but man, that is a beautiful property right there. And this is an example of what makes Park County just absolutely beautiful. All right, so again, if you want to learn more about it, head over here to this short code, elmoto.ws/174926. See if that one is a good fit for you. And if not, guess what we're going to do? Well, we're actually going to change states right now. Here's what we're going to do. We are going to go over to the state of Florida. Look what's coming up, though. I can't point. Like, Georgia's coming up. All right, but Florida comes first. All right, my home state of Florida. Here we go. Let's go over there. Take a look at this one. This is a buildable lot, 0.16 acres in Charlotte County, Florida. I did want to share with you on this one too, is when you look at this one right here, when you look at this property, this particular property right here, the thing about it is that in this property, I don't really like that picture. I like this picture better to share with you. I'll bring it up right now. Look at this picture. So this is the neighborhood. All right, so this is the neighborhood. It's in southern Charlotte County near Punta Gorda. So when you look at where Punta Gorda is, here's the particular property. This is the Charlotte Harbor. Notice you got an airport up here. Beautiful area. All right, I've actually driven through this area. I think I did a video many years ago from the same area. I should go find it. But this is just a fantastic area, buildable lots. If you want to learn more about this one, very simple. Go to elmoto.ws/167699. All right, moving on to the next one. Check out this one. This one is a 0.23 acre property, also in Charlotte County. Wow, look at the deal on this one. 0 down, owner finance, 0 down, no credit check. So you can start to own this property on a road, paved road, by the way. If you go back to some of the old videos, I always talked about paved roads and power in the area. People harass me about it. 0 down, $700 a month for 36 months. Now, this is another example, right? Like, this is another example where I like to say, like, if you're looking at this and going, man, $700 a month, what gives, man? Like, that seems pretty steep. Well, remember, that's for 36 months. In 36 months, you own this land free and clear, right? Like, that's the deal. Is you would own this land free and clear. However, additionally, what I would tell you is this. Let me pull this up for a second. I'm going to share this with you. This particular seller, I know this particular seller, and I can tell you that they are very, very flexible. So even though they have this in here of this price point, maybe you need a longer term. No problem. Contact the seller down here on this green button, and then ask them, hey, could I go longer, and can we adjust the price accordingly? So if you're looking for a property, just an incredible area here, this would be a great property. Man, that's the front of the property. Check that out. You got a lake view there. Man, that thing looks incredible. That looks like a great property right there. Great Lake. Grand Lake. Great Lake. There you go. Want to learn more about it? Use that short code I mentioned to you, elmodo.ws/145,872. All right, moving on to our next property tonight. Here we go. This one is in Escambia County, Florida. Where's Escambia? Escambia is also called Pensacola, Florida. And this is a buildable lot, Pensacola, Florida, 0.21 acre property. Not too far from the beaches. 0.21 acres, 17,495 with $875 down and $308 a month for 72 months. You can check this one out at elmodo.ws/98353. All right, moving on. Let's go see what this one is. This one is also in Escambia County, right? A 0.34 acre property. Asking price on it is $22,495 with $1,125 down and $355 a month for 84 months. You can learn more about this one at elmodo.ws/174,918, or you can scan that barcode that you see down there and see if it's a good fit for you. Moving on to Highlands County, Florida. Highlands County is also called Lake Sebring, Avon Park, Lake Placid. I shouldn't say Lake Sebring. It's Lake Placid. I was getting my lakes confused there. Lake Placid, Sebring, Avon Park. All of these are cities in Highlands County, Florida. This price right here is $11,000 with $499 down. And you'll notice it says 0 monthly and 0 on the term. It means you got some flexibility in there. Reach out to the seller, see what they can do and what they can work out. And you can learn more about this 1/4 acre buildable lot on a corner by going to elmodo.ws/151,728. Moving on, we're going to go here also in Highlands County, another 1/4 acre lot. This one is going to be a 1/4 acre for $77.65 with $500 down and $157 a month for 48 months. You can learn more about this one at elmodo.ws/168,91683. Okay, 168,392. There you go, 168,392. See, I have different monitors, and I have a monitor over here that I'll glance at. And so if you catch me looking over here, it's because I'm looking at the monitor, and sometimes it's right ahead of me too. A little inside baseball. Sometimes I get the picture right here ahead of me too. So when it disappears on me, I have to glance over here. All right. Little inside baseball there. We're not done in Florida though. We have more. We have this one in Highlands County, Florida. This one, instead of shoveling snow, you could be shuffling down to your place in warm, sunny Florida. In Florida, the Gulf of Mexico, they got the stingrays, the devil rays, whatever you want to call them, the rays, the stingrays. Step on them and you're in trouble. It hurts. Like they can go right through your foot. I've never had that happen because I like to wear shoes in the Gulf of Mexico. But also, if you're not wearing shoes, you do the stingray shuffle. What is that? Instead of walking, like picking up your feet and walking, you shuffle. And then as you're shuffling in the sand, it scurries them on their way. Now, I just freaked out some of you like, whoa, there's something in the water there? Yeah, there's a few things in the water. I'll have to tell that story one day. But that said, check out this one. You can do the stingray shuffle down to your place in warm, sunny Florida in Highlands County, Florida, which, by the way, this isn't on the Gulf of Mexico. So you'll be shuffling for a long time from the Gulf of Mexico to this property. It's like a couple hours inland, okay? Hour and a half maybe. 0.23 acre property, $8,500 with $100 down, $178 a month for 60 months. You can learn more about it at elmodo.ws/124,867. All right. I was laughing here because little side story. I know you guys like the side story sometimes. Many, many years ago, I don't remember the year. It must have been around like 2004, 2005. I'm over on the east coast of Florida at a hotel in Daytona Beach, Florida. You know, the speedway place, right? Where they race, the big race. I'm standing on the water there, and I go out for a walk on the beach, and I'm walking down the beach, and guess what? I see a massive amount of people. I'm talking about a massive amount of people. It's like all circled around. I'm like, what's going on over here? So I walk over there, and guess what? There was a whale, like a sperm whale that had beached itself, sadly. Seriously, sadly. And, you know, this thing was like it wasn't doing well. So anyway, SeaWorld was there. The SeaWorld vets were there. They were trying to take care of them, everything, get them loaded up or whatever. Some people come in from behind me. Some people walk in behind me, and they're like, whoa, what's that? And someone's like, oh, that's a whale. That's in the water? Oh, I'm never getting in the water again. It's like, you didn't know there were whales in the water, man. Come on. Where are you from? There's whales in the water too, besides those stingrays. I digress. Let's move on to our next property in Florida. Here we go. Lee County. Man, Lee County is one of my favorite counties. Port Charlotte, Charlotte County, Lee County. I love these counties. So whenever I see one, I'm all excited. Lee County, Florida, 0.22 acres with, let's see, $17,999 with $749 down and $400 a month for 50 months. You can learn more about this one at elmoto.ws/174000. That'd be 174,000. 174,000. My grandfather used to, he's an old dude, he's an older dude. Served in World War II, that's how old he was. He used to call the 3 zeros like that triple aught. So whenever I see that, I think 3 zeros, I always think of Grandpa and triple aught. Triple aught zero. Triple aught zero. That's what he would say. Triple aught zero. All right, so here we go. 174 triple aught zero. Incredible property here. Learn more about it. Again, elmoto.ws/174,000. We're not done in Florida yet because we have this one here. This one is in Marion County, also known as Ocala, for $13,500 with $299 down and $225 a month for 75 months. You can learn more about this one at elmoto.ws/174,068. And let's go to the next one. This one's in Putnam County, Florida. Putnam. It's a 0.22 acre property. $85.50 with $210 down and $190 for 46 months. You can learn more about this one by scanning that short code on the bottom or heading over to that short code there, elmoto.ws/174,950. Oh man, is this the end of Florida? It is not the end of Florida. Florida's huge tonight. Here we go. Say yes to your slice of what? Something's not right here. Hold on a second. Wait, hold on. What am I looking at here? See, what's weird is that the headline says, now the sellers provide the headlines and they also provide the other information behind that. So whenever I see something, I'm like, whoa, hold on a minute. So here's what I'm seeing. Let's bring this up again. So what I'm seeing here is that I'm seeing that it says, say yes to your slice of Florida, a 0.28 acre property in Marion County, but then this says Sarasota County, but this is not Sarasota County. This is in fact Marion County. So we have two from Marion County tonight. If you look at this one, you'll see right here, it says Marion County. So we had some bad information on that one. So here's a particular, how come this is so big? There we go. So this is showing you the street that's on there and street images. Yeah, that looks just like Ocala, right? Ocala's in just outside of Gainesville, north of Tampa. That's Marion County. You can learn more about this one by using the short code on the bottom down here. Short code on the bottom is going to say elmoto.ws/172,025. 12,000 is the asking price with $120 down and $214 a month for 71 months. See if that's a good fit for you. Guess what we're going to do now, though? We're going to change states and we're going to head over to the state of Georgia. That's right, Georgia. One state to the north of Florida. Georgia. Let's go see what we have tonight in Georgia. Here we go. Tonight in Georgia, we have this property near Lake Lanier. Where's that? Well, Lake Lanier is just outside of Atlanta. That's right. It's a 0.47 acre property. Asking price on this property is $75,000. You'll need to check with the seller to see if they're offering the owner financing or if they're flexible on it. You can learn more about this one at elmoto.ws/126067. And we are moving on. Guess what we're going to do now? We're going to change states. We're going to leave Georgia and we're going to go to North Carolina tonight. So let's go check out the property that we have available in North Carolina tonight. It's this one. This one's in Caldwell, North Carolina. I almost said New Mexico. Caldwell, North Carolina. Community Lake, okay? Neighborhood Lake access. $24,000 is the asking price on it. $25,000 is the asking price with $3,000 down, $599 a month for 48 months. So if you want to learn more about that one, you can use that short code over there. Here's the short code. It's this one right here. It's elmoto.ws/110261 and see if that's a good fit for you and what you're trying to accomplish. Guess what? We're changing states yet again. We're leaving North Carolina. We're going to New Mexico, Roswell, where the aliens were. Are the aliens still there? You guys believe in that? Hit me up in the chat. You guys believe in the aliens in Roswell? You ever been to Roswell? I've never been there, but you know, like it's all UFO related. I'm not sure if that's legit or not. Maybe you know something I don't know. I don't know. I really don't have time to read the chat right now either, so I'll just keep on moving. I always read the chat later. This one's in Cibola, New Mexico, a 5-acre lot in Cibola, $89.99 with $200 down and $225 a month for 58 months. All right, unlimited RV camping. Check that one out, though. Check that out. This is a property, unlimited RV camping. Man, if you're looking for a place that you can camp in your own RV, winters, hang out in the winters, you can own this entire lot for $89.99. elmoto.ws/174-171 or scan that barcode on the bottom down there. You can scan that barcode. Guess what we're going to next? We're standing in New Mexico where the aliens are. All right, here we go. Luna, New Mexico, 1 acre, $2,000. 1 acre, $2,000. Zero down, $100 a month for 20 months. Man, that is a sweet deal right there. You got zero money in your pocket? No problem. You got $100 a month for the next 20 months? It's all yours. It's all yours. Do what you want with it. All right. This one, check out this one. This one is in Luna, New Mexico. And in Luna, we have an we have a 1 acre property, $1,900 with $99 down and $80 a month for 23 months. Okay. You can learn more about this one at elmoto.ws/167642. All right. Guess what? We have one more in New Mexico. Here it is. It's a 1/2 acre property in Valencia. In Valencia, it's 1/2 acre. Asking price on it is $2,000 with $99 down and $99 a month for 24 months. Check out the short code or scan that barcode down there. I know you know what I'm talking about, and see if that's a good fit for you. Oh, that's a lot of properties. We're still not done yet because now we're leaving New Mexico and we're moving on to Nevada. All right. Here we go. Moving on. And this one's in Elko, 40 acre property, 40 acres. Asking price on this thing is $35,000. That's less than $1,000 an acre. Great price point with $450 down and $388 a month for 120 months. You can learn more about this one at elmoto.ws/117-034. All right, let's see. Guess what? It's time to change states. Leaving that one, and we're now going to Oregon. 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 Here we go. Check out this one, man. 30 minutes from the Carter Lake zip line. All right. 0.26 acres. Asking price on it is $10,800 with $299 down and $194 a month. That's a lot of trees. Some of those look like they could be Christmas trees. All right. $299 down and $194 a month for 60 months. You can learn more about it at elmoto.ws/172-308, 172-308. And we have another one in Oregon right now. Here it is. This one is in Klamath, Oregon, 2.58 acres. Asking price on it is, let's see, 15,587, 578, 15,578 with 399 down and 309 a month for 66 months. Learn more about this one at elmoto.ws/173 205 173-205. And we are done with that state. And now moving on to Texas. Heading over to Texas tonight. Okay, heading over to Texas. Check out this one. This is a nice half-acre buildable lot in Texas. 0.51 acres, 8,500 down and 300 a month. No. 8,500 is the asking price. Woo, I'm getting tired. Might be getting a little dehydrated. All right. Half acre, 8,500 with 300 down and 200 a month for 51 months. How you learn more about it? elmoto.ws/170-993. And guess what? We're not done. Here you go. Check out this one. This one is in Presidio, Texas. 20 acres, 29,995 with 1,250 down, 288 a month for 120 months. And I just wanted to see something right here real fast because, let me see. Yeah, check this one out. Check this one out. It doesn't say this, but I know it. Shh. I can't, maybe I shouldn't tell you this. It could be an insider secret, but I know that Matt, the seller of this property, won't mind. Here it is. Here it is. Ready? This particular property, Matt's got a drone image of the property. So hit him up. Hit this button right here that says, I want more information. Well, you can't even see that. You can't see that button. So let me make that button appear for you. Check this out. What did I do is I went to the website and I went right here to say, I want more information on this property. Click that. That will connect you directly to Matt, or you can call Matt. Here you go. You can call him and talk to him. Tell Matt you want the drone images of the property, of this property. He will send it to you. And you can see firsthand what it's like to be out there. And we have this property also in Presidio, Texas, 20 acres. Basically the same price point on there, right? 20 acres, same price point. elmoto.ws/159-784. 159-784. All right. Hope you found a nice land connection tonight. I love seeing you guys here. I love reading the comments as I'm trying to go through this. You guys are rapid fire on me, so I kind of have to skip over them a lot of times. But I do go back and read them. If you don't see a property or a state that you're looking for, head over to landmoto.com. Remember, I'm going to have some Arkansas stuff for you next week. So I look forward to seeing you then. Have a nice evening and good night.